Hello and welcome to Happy Cat Yoga. My name is Lara. Thanks so much for joining in today for this headstand tutorial. Those of you who have been practicing with me know that I just love getting upside down. Just gives me space to play and just feel like a child again. And I just absolutely love that. Know that you do not have to be able to do a headstand or even go into a full headstand today or ever. This tutorial will also include some drills to build core strength and to build shoulder and arm strength, because we really need a lot of that in headstand. Also have a blanket handy, and once you're set up, I'll meet you back on the mat. All right, let's get started. Come onto all fours. Bring your forearms on the floor. You can have the palms on the floor, or you can interlace your fingers, tuck your toes, and come into your forearm plank. Nice, constant, easy breathing here. Make sure you're nice and flat so your butt isn't sticking up. It's a really strong core. This builds your 360 core. It's really great. Also, of course, strengthens your shoulders. It's tempting to just kick up into a headstand, but it really requires control in your core. So doing some core exercises before your headstand is always a good idea. A few more breaths here. Feel, every out breath, you're squeezing your core. Two more here. Awesome. Set your knees down and just take a breather here in child's pose. You can do this as many times as you want. That's just giving you an idea of what you can do for your core. And we're going to do one more here for your core, one of my favorites. So come into half boat. You could also put a blanket underneath, kind of makes it easier. I'm not sure even why. And you can stay here. Have your arms out, or you can even have your arms back. That makes it a little bit easier. And then we're going to go from half boat to lower just a little bit into low boat and come back up. And when you have your hands here, you can just simply lower here and come back up. And that's it. And we're going to do 20. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, feel it firing up, 11, halfway there, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, final push, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Just relax here. Very nice. So we will begin our headstand practice. If you feel comfortable without a wall, you can certainly do it without, but I'm going to move to a wall to show you how to use it. You could also use a door. I have a glass door here. I would maybe not recommend that, so use a solid door, or you just really need a little bit of wall space. So get your mat there and your blanket, and I'll see you there in a moment. Now we're going to play with headstand. So have your blanket out, maybe kind of like a hand length away from the wall. All right, and then measure your elbows, the outside. So give your elbows a hug here. And this is where the arms will come down. And hands will clasp. Let's see, I think I have to come forward here. kind of like hand length away, where my hands come down, right distance. Clasp your hands, set the crown of your head down. And as a ballpark, the right distance is when you put the ball of your hand right on top of your nose, and where your middle finger lands is where your head comes down. So you want your neck to be nice and long. Tuck your toes, bring your hips up, and then walk your feet further towards you as far as you can. And you can just kind of play to shift the weight forward towards your toes. And then when you're here, you can bend one leg, you can bend the other leg, maybe already get some hang time here, but that's okay for now, and just release and relax for a moment. Let's do it one more time. Come down, measure, clasp your hands, bring the crown of your head to the floor. Tuck your toes and bring the hips up. Again, walk closer to you. And then we'll practice a kick up. Bring the left leg up or the right, whichever feels comfortable. You can try the other one. We usually have a preference. And then slight kick. And you can do that a few times. And there's the wall right there. And once you feel comfortable here, bring the other leg up. Now you see that there's kind of like a banana shape here. That's okay at the beginning. Bit by bit, we want to get rid of that and get nice and long here. And you can just kind of put your toes here on the wall and really get strong in your core. And then one after the other, lift the leg up. Awesome. Stay here for as however long you want, and get your feet on the wall, and slowly, one after the other, come down and rest here into child's pose. Nice. And I'll also show you how to do it in the middle of the room. Make sure you practice this a lot before you go in the middle of the room. Same thing, set up the same way. Measure elbows, clasp the hands, make sure the neck is nice and long. Tuck the toes, bring the hips up. Walk your toes closer and closer to you. And then bend one leg, bend the other leg, right here. And then with control, straighten those legs. Really strong legs. Spread your toes. The ball of the feet, they point towards the ceiling. And again, you can stay here as long as you like. And then to come out, you can either one leg after the other, just like we did at the wall, or you just bend your legs. And then with your core, with control, come down one leg after the other and relax in child's pose. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I did, feeling like everything is kind of shaken up and really energized. I hope I'll see you on the mat with you sharing your practice. Using hashtag #HappyCatYogaCalendar, or sign up for one of my live online yoga classes, happycatyogi.com. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.